Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little, expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. Get addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you walk in. They don't wanna miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn it back until you start try again. Yeah,
welcome to the hood table.
You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table.
You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in to the live. Make sure you come on in and make sure you click the like button, share the live if you want to, and make sure you subscribe to the channel and show some support, please, and thank you very kindly. But I'm just gonna chit chat a little bit about what's going on in this world and in our city in the United States when it comes to the coronavirus. I know a lot of people out here are panicking. A lot of people out here is stocking up on all kinds of stuff, canned goods, food, tissue, water. I mean, all kind of stuff, because they preparing to hibernate or quarantine themselves if they have to for the 2 weeks that's required. At minimum, that's required by the government. So I just wanted to get your opinion on, how you feel about things. Is it that way where you are? Are a lot of people at the stores shopping like crazy? I know me personally, I haven't. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know yet. I'm kind of like just, I'm just kind of like, okay, I don't want to panic. I don't want to go out and purchase like $5,000 worth of food and, necessities and things like that when, we might not have to. So I just want to get you guys' opinion on that. Again, make sure you hit the like button, share the video if you like, and subscribe to the channel if you like. Now, one thing I want to mention was I had posted a post. I think this was about last week, probably about a week ago. And I had made a post on Facebook, and I posted it on my main page. I posted it on the Hood Table page, and I posted it in several different Facebook groups I'm in. And the post was regarding a friend of mine, a female friend of mine, a girlfriend of mine. We had went out and, went somewhere and we was dining out like we do sometimes on a weekly basis. And I was in the facilities in the female restroom, the ladies' room. And I walked in first. It was only 2 stalls. I walked in first. I sat down to use the bathroom. But when I was turning around to lock the door, a lady had walked in who looked like she was probably in her late 30s, 40s. She walked in with a little girl who looked like she was about 5, maybe 4 or 5. I want to say 4 at the youngest. So maybe 4 or 5. And while I'm shutting my door, the little girl, she's hopping, you can tell she has to use the bathroom. And the lady let her in the bathroom. She let her in the stall. Then she shut the door and she stood outside the stall. And I could hear the little girl, playing around, using the bathroom, flushing the toilet. But I came out first. So I came out and washed my hands. And I was just washing my hands. And I was trying to make it quick because I knew the little girl was coming out the bathroom. She had to use the bathroom. But while I'm washing my hands and pulling for the towels, the little girl came out the bathroom and the grown lady grabbed her by the hand and said, okay, come on, let's go get our food. And they walked right out the bathroom door. Now, the key thing that they are telling us to do for this coronavirus is to wash your hands. That's like one of the one of the main things that they're asking people to do is to frequently wash your hands and, clean up things behind you, sterilize things, use Pine Sol, use bleach, try to be as clean as possible. And a lot of people are really taking this serious, but I was just quite shocked. And the question that I had actually asked, it wasn't even really pertaining to the coronavirus at that time. But the question that I had asked on Facebook, on my page and on the Hood Table and the different groups I posted, I said, at what age do we start teaching our kids to wash their hands? Now, this was before, the coronavirus had been spreading and people have been under quarantine. But as of today, in Nebraska, we have 4 cases so far. In 1 week, it went from 1 case to 4 cases in 1 week. And so last week, when I had witnessed that in the bathroom, I was like, hold up, wait a minute. This lady literally took this little girl in the bathroom. The little girl went in the bathroom. She used the bathroom. She touched the toilet. She touched the handle. She flushed the toilet. And then the lady grabbed her by her hand when she came out the stall and said, come on, let's go get us something to eat. So, as a matter of fact, no, this was a restaurant where I was at by myself. I'm thinking me and my homegirl was there together. Nope, this was the time I went last week to get something to eat by myself. So after I washed my hand, I'm looking in the corner of my eye like, no, she didn't take that child out the bathroom. And the little girl was like 4 or 5 years old. And you just took the little girl out the bathroom without making her wash her hands. And it was only 1 sink, but I was wrapping it up. I was washing, doing my little whatever after I used the bathroom, getting my little paper towels and everything. So I was trying to hurry up because I figured the little girl was going to wash her hands when she came out the stall. They walked right out the bathroom, child. I'm like, what the hell? What are we teaching our kids? I mean, this coronavirus is really serious, but even before the coronavirus outbreak, I'm like, I don't get it. I didn't get it at all. So I posted it on Facebook and I was like, at what age did you teach your children to wash their hands after they use the bathroom? I tried to darn near wash my whole kid after they use the bathroom because kids, they don't think about being sanitary when they go to the bathroom. They in the bathroom, they touching all over stuff and wiping their hands on their clothes. And, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, that was like, it felt really weird. And then she walked the child up to the front counter, up to the register. And the child, she had her hands, you know how kids be hanging on the register, they having their hands crossed, and they're on the leg, her head's on the register, on the counter, and the lady is up there ordering her, asking her, what do you like to eat, honey? What do you like to eat? And the little girl flopping her hands all on the counter. And I'm like, ew. I was disgusted. And do you know how much I wanted to say to that lady? Like, lady, is you gonna use a wet wipe? Is you gonna use some do you got something in your something in your purse? Hand sanitizer? Nothing. The little girl walked right up to the counter. They ordered her food. She handed the little girl her food. And I'm like, see, this is how stuff spreads, not only with the coronavirus, but just the flu, the common cough, the common cold, the pink eye, the things like that. And so I posted the question again on my social media pages on Facebook, and people was like appalled. And I was glad it wasn't just me, because I'm like, I can't remember one time where my children, whether they're at home, at a restaurant, at somebody's house, at church, where they use the bathroom, I just grabbed them by their hand and was like, okay, come on, let's go. I was totally disgusted. So I had seen a meme earlier today regarding the coronavirus, and it says something to the effect of, let me see if I can find it. Matter of fact, it wasn't even a meme. I think somebody had just posted it, but they was like, oh my God, it takes the coronavirus disease to be spreading around like wildfire for people to wash their hands. I'm like, that is totally disgusting. But I mean, that ain't the first time I seen something like that happen. I done seen grown people, even at my job. Like I work at home right now. I've been working at home for years. But when I was at the office, not just my job, but jobs before, I would see grown women, whole grown women, going into the bathroom and literally walk out that joint without washing their doggone hands. And then I'm looking at them for the rest of the day like, you can't, like, how could you not? And then it's not like you the only one in the stall. There are other people in the stall, and oh my God, you should hear the water cooler talk. You know how people like at jobs, how they say people gather around the water fountain, gather around the microwave, and that's where they chit chat and gossip. I mean, everybody knew who in the office didn't wash their hands. And I'm like, if you want to be known for anything at work, you want to be known for your production, your perfect attendance, your I mean, I don't know, your baked goods. Like, I'm known for my baked goods because y'all know I'm a personal cake decorator. But I'm known for my baked goods, and every time we have bake contests and things like that, Tanya, what you bringing? What you bringing? I don't want to bring that. Girl, what you bringing? But to be known around the office as the person who don't wash their hands. Who don't wash their hands, and then there's people out here that got children in the bathrooms not washing their hands out in public. Like, no, that's nasty. And see, that's why I don't mess with a lot of folks. I don't mess with a lot of folks when it comes to these potlucks at work. When it comes to potlucks, I'm telling you, if it ain't somebody that I know really, really well, I done been in their house, we done hung out, things like that. I don't be trying to mess with nobody food. I don't care if we've been working together for 10 years. Nope, because this coronavirus is really serious. And I'm hoping that it just don't become, I'm just hoping it don't get really, really bad. Because the main thing, like I said, the main thing that people are mentioning, like the government, doctors, is we have to wash our hands really, really well. And you shouldn't even have to tell people that. I mean, why do you have to tell people that? And hold on, wait a minute. I seen a post earlier today. And somebody said, I cannot believe that some Black people thinking that they can't get the coronavirus. I'm like, are you killing? I'm like, you killing me. You killing me, Smalls. Like, people out here really think that because they are Black, because they are African American, that you cannot get the coronavirus. Who told people that? I don't understand. How did that spread? How did that? Matter of fact, hold up. Let me go to what I read earlier. Hold on. And a lot of people must be looking this up, because as soon as I type in coronavirus and type in Black, it automatically comes up coronavirus and Black people. Now, regardless of your race, you can get the coronavirus. Do not believe that myth. If some of y'all out there are Black and y'all think that y'all cannot get the coronavirus, please don't believe that myth. As a matter of fact, there was a lady who oh, hold on, somebody just hit me up on Facebook. Hold on. Oh. Somebody responded to my post. But there's the lady. What is her name? Hold on. Okay, I have seen somewhere where somebody said they were talking with a friend. What's today? Tuesday. So they were talking to a friend yesterday. And the subject of the coronavirus came up, and the guy said, I don't think Black folks get it. And the person they was talking to, like, what? Who told you that? Who is spreading around these false rumors, these myths that Black people cannot get coronavirus? Come on, child. Come on. I can't believe it. To believe something like that is just ignorant. I said it. Ignorant. But anyway, anywho. So it's I done seen it on several different places online too, on social media, where a lot of people is talking on social media, you know, African Americans talking about they heard that Black people cannot get the coronavirus. And the thing about it is, Black people, white people, purple people, blue people, it's a respiratory disease spreading around the globe, and it can impact any of us if we're in a certain vicinity. Now, we in Nebraska, we finally, well, I don't want to say finally, we have so far 4 cases. The Douglas County Health Department announced another local case of the coronavirus. And what they said was it's a woman in her 40s. She's traveled to California and Nevada. She's the 4th person to test positive with the coronavirus in Nebraska. Now, they said, the health official said she's at home recovering, but they're trying to find out who else, you know, she might have had in contact with. Because the thing about it is, if you came in contact with this person, then they're telling people that you need to immediately quarantine yourself in your own home. And so that's what's leading to a lot of people stocking up. A lot of people thinking we're going to run out of food. We're going to run out of water, because a lot of people is stocking up. I think people are stocking up on food and water who haven't even been in the same area as a person with the coronavirus. They're just panicking and they're just scared, thinking that it's going to come to that point. Now, I got 2 refrigerators and I got a deep freezer. So I got the deep freezer, both freezers in my refrigerators, and of course the bottom of both of the refrigerators. So I have plenty of room if I wanted to stock up on food, but I just don't see doing that right now at this point. I just don't see doing that right now. And it ain't because I can't afford to buy the food. I'm just like, I just don't want to run out there on a whim and just buy thousands and thousands of that. It's me and my son. It's 2 of us. And and my son, he works at Wally World. So I could easily be like, son, when you get off of work, could you grab like 50 pounds of, you know, a hamburger, chicken, hot dogs, lunch meat, steaks, fish, shrimps? I could easily be like, okay, when you get off of work, I need you to, or I could be like, I'm going to meet you at your job, so we can get that family discount. Well, I can get that without me meeting him there. But you know what I'm saying? That family, it ain't even a family discount. It's an employee discount that you get at Walmart. After you've been working there so many days, you get an employee discount. You get like a certain amount. I don't even know how much you get off at Walmart. But it's a nice little percentage. Something better than nothing. Matter of fact, my oldest son, he used to work at Walmart like, I want to say maybe 4-5 years ago. And I'm telling you, I will have him with a grocery list. That grocery list be long as heck. I'm like, okay, this is what I need. Down to the T. If you get confused, call me and I'll send you a picture of what I need. But yeah, them discounts at Walmart, they all right. They all right. But anyhow, a lot of people is stocking up on food and everything right now, water, cases of water and everything. Matter of fact, somebody told me that they went somewhere and they tried to get like several big packs of toilet paper. And in the line, they were told that they had to put some of that back. And she was like, hold up, why? She was like, I always buy, you know, several packs of toilet paper every time I come to the store. They running out. People is stocking up on everything. And again, I haven't went out there. I haven't stocked up on nothing. We got some food in the fridge. We got some water. We got some juice. We got some pop. We got some yak. We got some snacks. We got some cereal. We got some OJ. We got stuff in the house. But I'm like, should we? Should we? Should we all start panicking? Should we run to the stores? Should we go out there and just, I don't know. I'm not yet. But it was crazy how we have 4 cases. I thought that was really, really crazy how we got 4 cases in Nebraska. And just a week ago, we only had 1. And then another thing, since my youngest son works at Walmart, I called him earlier today. No, I think he called me. Yeah, he called me earlier today because he was like, "Oh, Mom, I'm about to start working in another department." Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I was like, "You okay?" And then we started talking about the coronavirus. This is my 19-year-old son. But I only got 2 sons, and we have like very interesting conversations. We talk a lot. I have an open relationship with my sons. We talk about any and everything. So we up on the phone, we laughing. He at work. And we up there laughing and joking around, and I'm talking about the coronavirus, and I'm like, don't you be letting people breathe on you? Don't you come home if somebody sneezes in your face? All this kind of stuff. Like, I'm not letting you in. I'm changing the locks. And so he's laughing and joking around. And then I told him, I said, son, I'm going to need you to go to the pharmacy in Wally World. Go to the pharmacy and get us some masks. And he's like, Mom, we ain't got no masks. I'm like, what you mean y'all ain't got no masks? He said, Mom, they sold out. I'm like, shut up. Y'all don't have no more masks? And he's like, Mom, I swear. He said, last I heard, he said, we all out of masks. He said, matter of fact, he just started running down a list of things that he was all out of. And I know for one, they were getting low on a lot of stuff. Matter of fact, somebody I was talking to today, my friend that I routinely go out to eat with every so often. We was out earlier and she had told me that she actually went to 4 locations, 4 different stores, including a Wally World. And she said she could, matter of fact, some of them was, she went to the Wally World, she went to Sam's, she went to a dollar store or Dollar General or something like that. And she said, did nobody have no bleach? No bleach. And earlier when I was watching the Real Miss Kima. Yeah, I was watching the Real Miss Kima on YouTube earlier. And she was talking about the coronavirus. And I had told her, I said, my homegirl told me she went to like 4 or 5 stores today and they didn't have no bleach. And she said, that's the same thing that I was telling people earlier. She said, I went to the stores, and that's also the one who they wouldn't let her get more than 1 big package of toilet paper. And she was like, there was no bleach. She was like, how am I gonna wash my clothes? I need bleach to, clean around my house. And, a lot of people not only use bleach for their clothes, but they put bleach in their toilet, bleach in their dish. They dish water, when they washing their dishes, they bleach their countertops. A lot of people use bleach for a lot of different things besides just, on their white clothes. And I'm like, that's when I started thinking. I'm like, dang, should we stock up? Should we start panicking? And I'm like, I don't want to start panicking. Matter of fact, let me read y'all what somebody's. There's this guy on Facebook, and he's always posting some funny mess. And he had posted something about the coronavirus, and I'm going to go to his page real quick. Okay, here it is. This is what somebody posted on Facebook. They said, remember in 1985 when the world as we knew it was going to become extinct because of HIV? Rock Hudson, the movie star, dies, and it was nothing but fear. Why? He said, because everyone was having sex. 35 years later, most of you ugly MFs reading this post were born because your parents didn't take heed to the regulations that were put in place to not get HIV. And here we are worried about the coronavirus. And they said, now some of y'all are just scary people and are spooked easily. That's just who you are. Some hear and believe everything. How many people went to a hotel on Valentine's Day? How many have shopped online and ordered from out of the country? How many had bought hair, weave, lashes in the past 60 days? How many have touched a gas station pump? How many people have gone to a movie theater with reclining seats? How many have been inside of a gym? It gets better. How many will go swimming this summer? They said, I can't believe some of the posts I'm seeing about this coronavirus, shaking my head. People travel from all over the world and get hotel rooms. Where do 90% of our products come from? Are you telling me these gyms are wiped down better than biohazard facilities? And they ended it with, some will understand, some won't. But yeah, that's like, they're saying, oh yeah, they're saying gyms, especially in the gyms. If you're working out in the gyms and you on the equipment and everything, you need to make sure you sterilize, wipe down, take that spray, whatever that spray is in there. I don't know what's in them spray bottles that they put in the gym. I don't know if it's Clorox, bleach, 409. I don't know what is in those bottles that they gym. But make sure you spraying down the gym. The gym equipment that you use before and after. You know how you go in grocery stores? Most of them have like the wipes. You know, as soon as you walk in, they have the wipes where you can pull them from. Hold on 1 second. That was my son, the one who works at Wally World. Tell my mom, I'm leaving. What do you want? Do you need anything from the store? I should have told him get 50 pounds of meat before it all runs out. But anyway, I mean, do y'all agree with what I read from that person's Facebook post that nobody should really be tripping? What else did I read? Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. It's so much. So much. Corona virus. Okay. Excuse me. Somebody else said, could the coronavirus be the new population control? Let me see what some of those responses were. Somebody said, of course, just not deadly enough if you ask me. And somebody else said, until it mutates. Somebody said to that, and that's my fear. And somebody else said, I'll tell you what, man. In 2001, I worked at UCSF Medical Center as a porter in a medical science building. Heard some doctors talking about releasing viruses just to test how fast they can contain them. Think of everything that's popped off since then. It's just a matter of time before they bite off more than they can chew. Somebody else said Bill Gates been warning people about it for years. It's all population control. They want the population back around 500 million. We're at 7.8 billion right now, so they got a lot of work to do. And somebody else said, good, I hope it works. They said if the coronavirus is a new population control, they said, good, they hope it works. Like they trying to get rid of somebody. But and then my son's college, where my son goes to college, they had just posted something in the news about my son's college, saying that they're going to let me go back to it real quick. Here it is. They said they're preparing for a possibility of closing campuses due to the coronavirus. And that's one thing my son had mentioned to me earlier. He was like, Mom, if they tell us we can't go to school at the campus anymore, he said, I'm going to have to do homeschool or something. And people was like, well, how they going to do that? Like, there are some online courses, but the fact that they didn't start online? Like, is a teacher gonna like do a seminar or stand up and record themselves and record the lesson and then email the lessons to every student every day? I mean, if your class is not set up online already, then how will a in-class class, how will they do that? And I think the semester just started. What's this? This is March. So the semester started, I think, like the second week of January or something like that. So they're like halfway. This is March, April, May. I mean, school gets out like in a month or so. And then they talk about, well, how is they going to do the graduations? I mean, are you going to have people graduating from home? I'm like, how are they going to do that? But they said they're preparing for the possibility of closing campus to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. And the university said nothing is set in stone, but Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs said they'll work with the university and public health officials to keep classes in session. But one of the options is to move forward to digital technology to do our instruction and continue students on their academic journey without interruption. They have about 15,000 people enrolled at my son's college. About 15,000 kids enrolled. And people who who already doing online class. Like, I did online classes when I was in college. I did a couple of years in class. I did a couple of years online. And again, if you're online, all your classes, your homework, all that is already prepared. It's already online. It's already in the system. But I don't know. I don't know how they would do that. But graduating and the ceremony, again, I don't see how that would work. Like, you leaving all the kids home to be homeschooled for college, but then when graduation and ceremonies home, I mean, people look forward to walking that stage in their cap and gown. They don't want to sit home and be like, okay, you graduated, and we'll just mail you your diploma. I mean, your degree. But anyway, they're looking at a lot of different options on how to handle it, especially with the students who live on campus. And that was my next question. Like, if you're a big college or any college, and you're thinking about making the kids have online classes due to the coronavirus, what about the kids who live on campus? Where are they going to go? You're going to send them all the way back home? They are paying to be there. They are paying to be there in those dorms. So I don't know how they would do that. I just don't know how they do that, because some classes require, students to meet their teachers in person as well. So like the laboratory, like classes, if you're in laboratory, if you're in science, those are kind of complicated, but it's those type of classes that they're thinking about, because you have to touch equipment. It's not like the classes where you just go in and you have your own books, your own pencils, your own pens. You have to actually touch equipment. So I don't know. They're working on other options where, the students can get access to the data. So I don't know how they're going to do that, but it's Wednesday. They've been talking about this for a few days, and my son is like, well, I wouldn't mind staying home, instead of going, to the school, if they do something like that. But I hope it doesn't break out like a lot of people is thinking and preparing. But again, I work from home, so all I have to do literally is jump on my computer every morning, sign into my work computers, clock in on my work computers, do my 8 hours, and I'm done. So I don't know, but I'm kind of considering tomorrow at least to go stock up on some, toilet paper, some, I don't know, I don't know about the fruits and veggies, because fruits and veggies don't last that long. But I don't know, maybe get a few canned goods, maybe get another couple of packs of meat. I don't know, but I'm not going to go ham. I'm not going to go ham up in the store. I'm not about to be up in there spending my whole entire savings on no doggone food. And I know a lot of people, they talking about I saw a Facebook post earlier today too that said, I hope you people who were able to get a lot of money back from income taxes, I hope y'all stocked up on food because of this coronavirus. But you know, a lot of people that already spent them income taxes. Come on, champ. And matter of fact, I was talking to somebody income taxes. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was like, I would never talk down on people who get their income taxes. Like, do you see the posts that people be making about people who get taxes? Like, really, like, talking bad to them. Oh, they gonna go out there and they gonna get, you know, they gonna get a car. I mean, okay, we all know that's how it always go. People who get income taxes, especially people who don't usually have a lot of money cross their hands, they kind of go buck wild when they get them 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000 and more, you know, taxes, you know, from the I to the R to the S, you know, during income tax season. And I had told somebody, I said, I can't talk smack because I remember when my kids were first young and I first started getting my little income tax check, and I was like, "Whoa, we balling, we we balling on a budget, but we balling." And we would go out shopping. And I would always make sure the refrigerator was stocked, make sure all the bills was paid. But yeah, we would be out there shopping, shop. It took me not long to realize, at a very young age, when I had my children, when you get those income taxes, I always split it in threes. 1/3 go to savings, 1/3 go to bills, 1/3 go to shopping, buying me, the kids, you know, whatever we need. If they needed new shoes, if they needed, I don't know, something paid for. Like my kids was in sports all year round growing up. So not just in school, they were in sports all year round. Summertime included. They would be on these elite basketball teams or these elite football or track teams that traveled and played tournaments all summer long. So sometimes I would like pay those in advance or things like that. And one thing people would say, you know, that I used to hear when I was a young parent was, pay your bills, but don't blow all your tax money, because some of them bills, they still gonna be there regardless. So when you get your taxes, splurge a little on yourself. No shade. I know a lot of people throw shade for people who have kids and they get nice income taxes every year, and they throw shade and talk about them all over Facebook. Just be wise with your money. Don't run out there buying no, you know, just whatever, especially when it comes to vehicles. I don't know how many people I see every year buy a vehicle at income tax time, and before you know that thing's sitting on the side of the road or is impounded because they can't afford to pay the payments, or they ride around on that sucker to the next year of income tax season with no plates on their car. And that's here in Omaha, in Nebraska, because the plates are 10% of 1,000. So if your car costs $1,000 here in Nebraska, your place is $100. If your car costs $20,000, your place is $2,000. It's like 10% of every, 1,000. So yeah, plates here are really expensive compared to a lot of other states. So a lot of people will buy them cars here around income tax season, and then you won't see no plates on that car forever. They getting tickets left and right because they ain't plating their car, because the wheel tax here and the taxes on the cars is ridiculous. But yeah, that's the only thing I have to say to people when they buy their income taxes. Be careful. Like when I was taking my son to get a car like a week or so ago, and I don't get taxes. I always owe because I'm over whatever amount or whatever. I just make too much money, and so I don't get tax. And then my kids is too old for the earned income credit, so I don't get taxes. I owe. I have to pay the I to the R to the S. But I was helping my son get a car, and he needed Mama Bear to come through in the clutch to help him get a decent car. And after like a couple of days after he got his car, he said, Mama, I am so thankful that you were there to actually not help him get the car, but he was thankful that I was there to make sure he just didn't get anything. Because I told him, I said, I'm not helping you to get no car, and I'm not sending you out there to the parking lot because he's young and he wants a car. And I remember those days as a young person and going out there, just got money, got paid, got income taxes, whatever, and running out there. And the first shiny new thing I see, I'm like, that's what I'm getting. Then that car break down. I don't know how long. A few months later, transmission, engine, something, head gasket. So I done had me some buckets in my time. It took me a couple of times to be a little bit more weary of car lots, especially as a female. Because everybody knows car dealers are hustlers. They are hustlers. Their goal is to get you in a car any way they can, even if they know that junk is a piece of trash and ain't worth 2 nickels. Their job is to get you in that car, get you to sign that paper so you can be indebted to them, even if the car breaks down the second you run out the lot. So nowadays, every car that I buy is a later model, like later model, like, not as old as, not too old. I try to get something with some warranty, like where I took my son, it has a 1-year powertrain warranty. So, all the major stuff, if anything breaks down with the major stuff within the first year, they replace it for free. And if they replace it and it breaks down again before another year passes, it's under warranty. So, he's good, and he only has a few years to pay on the car. So I'm like, I think you'll be good. But he was grateful that I actually went with him, because he was like, Mama, I know I would have been like up in there just trying to get whatever. And he's very happy with the wheels that he got. But yeah, you have to be patient, be cautious, because some of these salesmen out here with these cars, and when income tax season comes, they shine them cars up real nice, spray them tires, do them rims, clean the inside, make sure they detailed and everything so that car looks like it has no issue. They clean the engine, all that kind of stuff to make it looks like that car has no issues. Always take somebody with you when you're going to get a car, especially if you're a female, you don't know nothing about no cars. Take your dad, your grandpa, your uncle, your man, your husband, somebody, shit, the mailman. But anyway, y'all, I've been on here long enough. It's like 10:19, almost 10:30. So I'm about to get off of this live. But you guys, I hope you enjoyed the live. I hope you guys are out there being safe. Remember, try to be sterile. Wash those hands. And the kids, if y'all was here at the beginning of the live and y'all heard me talk about this lady who took her child in the bathroom at the restaurant and didn't make her child wash her hands. Didn't make her child wash her hands. And then they walked right after that. They walked right up to the counter. Yeah, you heard me. They walked right up to the counter, and the little girl had her hands all over the counter, all over her face and everything. And the mother ordered for her and gave the girl her food and her drink. Then the little girl went to the pop area with her cup and everything and got her pop, and they was touching all over the straws. And I'm like, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. People who take their kids to the bathroom or have their kids go to the bathroom and they do not make it mandatory that they wash their hands. That is disgusting. It's disgusting. But anyway, they were saying basically yeah, one of the main things is wash your hands. Things that we're supposed to do. So wash your hands. Clean off things, anything that you touch, anything that somebody else has touched. Just try to keep your area at work, sanitize your desk, your computer. I don't know, child. If you can get a mask, wear a mask. I had my son at work earlier at his job at Wally World and told him to bring some masks home. And he was like, Mama, we sold out. I'm like, you sold out? I thought masks was free. I thought you could just walk up to the pharmacy and just grab a mask like you can in the hospital. He was like, no. He said they sold out. That's what I heard, Mom. They sold out. So anyway, you guys, matter of fact, hold on. Let me read this last little tidbit. Somebody posted. They said for people who like data, 82,000 people are sick with the coronavirus at the moment, of which 77,000 are in China, with a population of over 1.1 billion. This means that if you are not in or haven't recently visited China, this should eliminate 94% of your concern. If you do contract coronavirus, this is still not a cause for panic because 81% of the cases are mild, 14% of the cases are moderate, and hold up, I just lost my place. Only 5% of the cases are critical. This means that even if you do get the virus, this is what somebody posted now. They said this means that if you do get the virus, you are most likely to recover from it. Some have said, but this is worse than SARS. SARS had a fatality rate of 10%, while the coronavirus has a fatality rate of 2%. Moreover, looking at the ages of those who are dying of the virus, the death rate for the people under 50 years of age is only 0.2%. This means that if you are under 50 years of age and don't live in China, you are more likely to win the lottery, which has a 1 in 45 million chance. They said, they went on to say, let's take one of the worst days so far, the 10th of February, when 108 people in China died of the coronavirus. On that same day, 26,283 people died of cancer, 26,641 people died of heart disease, 4,300 people died of diabetes. Suicide took 28 times more lives than the virus did. Mosquitoes kills 2,740 people every day. Humans kill 1,300 fellow humans every day. And snakes kill 137 people every day. And sharks kill 2 people a year. They went on to say, do the daily things to support your immune system. Do the daily things to support your immune system. Contact me, not me. This is somebody who posted this. They said, contact them if you are looking for help in this area, and don't live in fear. Wash your hands. Don't pick your nose or rub your eyeballs. We'll get through this. That's what somebody posted on Facebook. So we shall get through this, you guys. We shall get through this. But anyway, in the meantime and in between time, Prime Time Squad and the Hood Table Squad, stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces.